From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeau, and this is your News 8 Daily for Wednesday, July 31st. It is another very humid, hot, muggy day ahead. It's going to be one of the hottest feeling days this week, and there's more potentials for storms later on. Breaking news, 2 major deaths in the Middle East. The latest is in Iran, where the country's supreme leader pledges revenge for the overnight death of a leader of Hamas. The group says an airstrike killed him early this morning at his home in Iran. Ismail Haniyeh was the political leader of Hamas. Israel has not commented on the news, but the country has pledged to kill Haniyeh and others at the top of the organization because of the October 7th attacks that prompted the current war. No comment yet from the Biden administration, which has been pushing for a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel to end the fighting in Gaza and free hostages. Haniyeh's death comes a few hours after the death of a key leader in Hezbollah, which is also in armed conflict with Israel. Israeli leaders confirmed they targeted and killed the most senior Hezbollah military commander with a strike in Beirut. Here at home, the National Weather Service confirms that a tornado touched down in Madison County on Monday night. Top wind speed of 130 miles an hour, putting it in the EF2 range, considered strong. A daylight view from our Aviator drone shows what used to be a gym, now little more than columns and trusses with roof and walls largely gone. The headquarters of the Frankton Lapel schools is what it was. Buses are damaged too. No one is hurt. The National Weather Service points out it could have been much worse.
If people had been in this building at the time, obviously different results could have happened. I don't like to use the term weaker tornado, but this is probably going to be on the weaker end versus, what we witnessed in Sullivan and Winchester over the last 2 years.
An update from the school system thanks firefighters and medics for their bravery and skills. No word yet on whether leaders plan to rebuild the gym. It's day 2 of a series of key hearings in the Delphi Murders case. Richard Allen's attorneys presented several motions to the judge in day 1. News 8's Brittany Noble is on the story, and the defense claims it has evidence that points to someone else.
That's one reason the defense asked the judge yesterday to dismiss the case against Richard Allen. They argue law enforcement did not properly investigate what they claim is another person of interest in this case. We're not going to name that person because they are not charged with a crime. The defense team says there were 3 different instances where that person changed their story. They say that person also posted on their Facebook page images of Nordak runes. Allen's attorneys say they are similar to ones that the defense claims were found at the scene of the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German. Prosecutors told the judge the defense arguments are irrelevant because that person has an alibi. Later today, the defense will argue that confessions made by Richard Allen while in jail should not be used during the trial. We will have updates both on air and online at wishtv.com. I'm Brittany Noble for Wish TV, wishtv.com. Follow us on Facebook for updates.
Your statewide news network covers Fort Wayne, where police say someone was walking across the interstate when a semi hit and killed them. It happened just after midnight on I-69 on the north side of the city. Police say it happened in an unlit stretch of the interstate and that the person killed was wearing dark clothes, which may have contributed to the crash. Police say the victim was male, but they are not giving the exact age or name. People in Avon are mourning a local Marine who was killed in a training crash at a base in California. The Marines say 26-year-old Staff Sergeant Jerry Betzold was severely injured and later died after a multi-purpose vehicle rolled over on Saturday. The cause of the crash has not been announced, and it is not clear if anyone else was hurt. The director of the tactical training released a statement saying Betzold represented all that is good and pure in the Corps and in the United States. He tragically lost his life while working to ensure our combat formations remain ready when the nation needs them. Betzold joined the Marines in 2016 and had been awarded several medals. Wish TV is your education station. Students in Avon go back to school today. The school year starts with long-term expansion plans coming to life. News 8's Aaron Gutierrez went to Avon High School this morning.
Good morning. And well, one of the first things students may have noticed when they got to school this morning is a brand new main entrance. The expansion includes more front office space and some more classroom spaces. There was also updates to the cafeteria and hallways. There's still construction actively going on behind me here at the high school. The superintendent says that almost every building in the district is getting some kind of expansion or renovation, all to accommodate more students.
We can't just accommodate that growth anymore without pretty significant construction.
Avon Community Schools is winding down on a major construction project that'll restructure which students go to which schools starting in the 2025-26 school year. Superintendent Dr. Scott Wyndham says a lot of the district's growth is coming at the middle and high school levels.
So really excited that more families are choosing Avon as a place that they want to have their kids be a part of our school system.
They've also noticed a trend among students who speak more than one language. Wyndham says these students now make up about 15% of the district. This has a direct impact on Avon's Teacher of the Year, Samantha Smith. She's been teaching at River Birch Elementary since 2012, though this year will be her third teaching multilingual students.
We just know here in Avon we are continuing to get more neighborhoods, more kids, and we know that that will include kids that are multilingual.
The number of multilingual students Smith is teaching has nearly doubled since making the switch. She says it shows what kind of community Avon is.
We are welcoming. We love the families that we have. We love the diversity. We are inclusive for all.
Along with building expansion, Wyndham says the district hopes to continue investing in its multilingual program.
I think our families appreciate how we've embraced that program within our school district, and it just leads more and more families to come here.
Construction plans include a brand new middle school and wrapping up on construction here at the high school by the end of the start of next school year, I should say. And when it's all said and done, the high school here would be able to accommodate at least 4,000 students. Reporting in Avon, I'm Hernan Gutierrez for WishTV, WishTV.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
President Joe Biden will be the keynote speaker at the Democratic National Convention. That's according to the convention's planners. He was always set to speak, but will now open on the first night since he's not the party's nominee. Organizers say the first day of the convention will focus on Biden's legacy and achievements. Former presidents Bill Clinton and Barack Obama may speak at the convention the next day. CNN is reporting that Kamala Harris will likely choose her running mate next week. Then that person will speak at the convention on the third day. Harris will close out the event on the final night. The Democratic National Convention starts on August 19th. In Colts watch, the Colts have a long practice this morning. They're set to hit the field for an hour and a half starting at 10. They hit each other in full speed for the first time yesterday at training camp's first full pad workout. One key player is already out, though, for the season. The team confirms that Samson Ebicom tore his Achilles Sunday. He led the team in sacks last year. Simone Biles and Team USA make history again. She helped lead the U.S. women's gymnastics team to gold in Paris yesterday. The team is back on top after taking silver in Tokyo 3 years ago. Biles is the most decorated U.S. gymnast of all time with 5 Olympic gold medals, and she could still get more this week. Biles is favored to win the women's all-around finals. The competition is tomorrow. Olympic athletes have pushed past pollution problems for the moment in Paris. Both the men's and women's triathlon started today with a swim through the Seine River. Leaders say high bacteria levels had postponed practice in the men's race. A new rain threatened to make the problem worse today, but the races went on. The women went first, then the men followed. Officials spent $1.5 billion in infrastructure improvements to clean the long-polluted river before the Olympics. You may recall the mayor of Paris also took a dive in the river 2 weeks ago to prove that the water quality was safe. For the first time ever, Carmel has an Olympic medalist. Swimmer Drew Kibler helped the U.S. win silver in the men's 4x200-meter freestyle relay. The U.S. men were just edged out by Britain for the gold. This has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on WishTV.com and follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.